Hey guys, Kit here of Burn One. We're gonna do a quick tournament report of Ohio. It was definitely the most smallest tournament for the trios this year. I think there was like 15 teams, something like that. Maybe a little bit more, but it was a very tiny tournament because there was at minimum a $75 entry per team to enter the event. So I'm sure it caused a lot of people who were uncertain or couldn't find like a solid team not to bother even to come to this event. And it was also announced pretty late into the season, so less time for people to prepare any travel plans to come out to this event. So it was hosted at a convention. I forgot the name of the convention, but it was a tabletop convention in Ohio. So I ended up going with the same team I had in Chicago, which was myself, Brandon, and Julian. Brandon was on AOT again. This time he was running the Broderick build that's been posted around a lot now. And then I was actually on Love Live Sunshine this time around, and I gave Julian my standby Attack on, or not Attack on Titan, but a Sword Art Online deck. Round one, I played against Sword Art Online. The matchup for Sunshine is kind of awkward. Unfortunately, the version of the deck I'm playing doesn't give me the opportunity to do plus off of combos at level 1 against Sword Art Online, who play Yukina level 1 combo. Normally, Yukina is 4k power defensively, but if they have a support in the back, it's 4-5, which makes it kind of awkward for Chica, since Chica is my level 1 game plan, or the main level 1 game plan. So it's kind of my fault for not putting any kind of support at all in the build that I run. But either way, the game was pretty crappy on my end. I think there was like 2 turns in a row where my opponent like triple canceled after I got like Yo out at level 2. Our team ended up losing round 1, which was pretty unfortunate. Then round 2 happened. I forgot the team, but I played against Attack on Titan. I don't really remember how that match went, but this matchup is, I want to say, not super favored in Attack on Titan's match, because I play the Chica level 1 game. So if I'm able to tri-field Chica or anything like that, it's kind of awkward for the Aaron combo, because they do lose their field still, and then I get extra damage the following turn because they have an empty field, which kind of sucks for them. I won that match. Then I believe Julian won his match that game and let us go 1-1. Round 3 happens. We end up actually playing against Clinton's team. It's the same team they ran in Texas, except they had Roderick was on Prism Ilya, because this tournament was kind of a throwaway tournament. But that was a fun game. We ended up losing. I won my match against Andrew, who was on the +2 soul version of Sunshine, which I also played against him, I believe. Did I? Yeah, him. Or no, I didn't. I didn't play against him. But in Texas, he was on the same build. So I win my match, then my 2 other team members lose. So we're currently 1-2. Round 4 happens. We play against this team. I'm not sure who they are. I played against Persona 5. It was a little bit of a wonkier build, I want to say. But that game went very, very smooth for me. My opponent just couldn't really get anything going for himself. And I set up everything pretty perfectly throughout the game, so the game ended it very quickly. We win that round as a team, and then round 5 happens, and we play against we play against this other team. I actually ended up playing against the Soundless Voice matchup. My opponent kind of misplayed. I don't know if he doesn't know the matchup or whatever, but he wasted the Kirito counter at level 0 against my anti-runner or something like that, which makes my Chica more than likely going to go through against them. And he was playing the 8-shot version, which is a little bit spooky, but not really. The game went down to basically the last turn, or really close game at level 3. I like triple canceled that turn or something. Before no, I canceled two instances of damage, which were for lethal. I was pretty compressed at that point, so I wasn't too worried about losing. And then the following turn I swung and he just died. It was a really close game. I'm pretty sure it could have gone either way. After that, our entire team was 3-2, so we're basically guaranteed top 8 at this point. After that round, we placed 6th place, I think, in Swiss. I think we were 6th. And then we go into top 8 after a long break for deck check. Our first match in top 8, I played against Attack on Titan again. This match was kind of nerve-wracking towards the end because I lost track of one of my opponent's climaxes, so I assumed his deck had 2 climaxes left in the deck, and I was swinging for lethal, and there was only 4 cards left in the deck, and all I needed was 2, or I don't even think I needed 2. It was like it was something like 2 or 3 I needed, and I swung and double triggered, so it became for 4, and then he maneuver geared, so there was only 4 cards left in his deck, and I was like, oh great, now he's definitely going to cancel. And then he's like, oh, how much damage was it for again? I was like 4, and then he just flips his deck over and he's like, good game. I was like, dang, that was like really annoying because I lost track of the climax. So it was like, I was like, damn, I'm going to lose this game. But somehow got there. And then Julian lost against Nisekoi. And then Brandon won his AOT matchup. Oh, by the way, Brandon took like Julian's curse from Chicago, and he went 1-4 during Swiss. But luckily, he pulls through and wins all his matches in top 8. So we move on to top 4. We play against another local team from Indiana. I play against Audrey. For those who know her, she was playing a variant of Sunshine. She wasn't playing the early play package, but she still played the +2 soul. It was like a blue-yellow build with a +2 soul and just like the Ruby level 1 game, and it transitions into the 2/2 Ruby with level 3 game being Musashi and the Kanan double striker. It was a pretty solid build considering this was like a last minute throw together with little to no money and a lot of borrowed cards. So that game goes. I'm always spooked playing against +2 soul because, just one misstep could actually just kill you if you like brainstorm 1 too many times or something like that. But apparently the stars aligned and everything like possible to win that game happened for me. We had the games pretty even. We're going into level 2. I set up the early play. So what happens here is I clock the 2/1, draw into a second Chica. So I have 2 Chicas in my hand now. And I set the turn before I set level 3 Yo to stock to set up the early play Chica. And there was already a Yo level 3 in my waiting room from like cancel damage the turn before. So what happened here was I played a 1/0 Mari top check, revealing another level 3, and I was like, oh man, this is like Sadsville at this point. So I play the Chica, summon Yo, play the second Chica, summon Yo again, and then have like the 1/0 Mari in the back row or something like that. So my field is like Chica, Yo, and then Chica in the back row and Mari. And I'm like, this is like really depressing because at this point my opponent is just screwed up. So I swing, burn 3, trigger since it's level 3, and they hit 3. And then I'm like, whatever, I'll just swing with the second Yo. I don't know what the second card is, but whatever. I swing again, and it's another level 3. So I swing for burn 3 on attack, then swing for 3, and the last attack was like for 2 or 3. And then that pushed them pretty badly to close to the game. They did what they could, and then I just swung next turn, and then they died. It was just one of those games where like the stars aligned and everything that could favor me pretty much happened. From there, we move on to top 2. We end up playing against Clinton's team again. It's Clinton, Andrew, and Broderick. So their team's pretty scary, even though Broderick's on like Ilya. I mean, it's still Weiss, and Ilya is still kind of spooky towards the end game. So I played against Andrew, who is on the +2 soul build of Sunshine. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of that build, but I understand why it's really strong. And so we're playing our match. It's pretty normal. There was a couple times in the match where I was holding on to like 3 climaxes, and I had to like wait and pray that like Andrew decided not to just randomly play +2 soul, and I kind of snuck those climaxes out. Unfortunately, when I refreshed, I just drew back into them for whatever reason. So we're on the final turn, and I'm just like, this is such a great hand, and I hold my hand out showing Brandon, and there's like 3 climaxes, 2 Musashis, and like a Yo, something like that. So I'm like, man, there's no point in trying to like salvage this to try to live for another turn, because I think at that point I was like 3-2 or 3-3 or something, and I was like, next time I'm just gonna die anyway because I'm just out so many climaxes. So I just slammed the Yo and the 2 Musashis, and it gets me there, luckily. And then Brandon won his game against Ilya after losing against it in round 3. And somehow we walked away with this at this event, taking first. So I finished my Yukina playset of climaxes now, which is great. I'm really looking forward to the second half of the year for singles during the championship series. I'm going to really try to actually get a paid trip to Japan, since I've been taking the game way more seriously in English format now. Definitely this trios event has boosted my confidence a lot, because going into this game, it's really hard to tell like how good of a player you are overall, even though you might feel like a really good player if you don't have at least a few accomplishments going on. Then I mean, there's like really no proof saying that you're really good or not. I just had, from before I moved out to the Midwest, I've only had a lot of really high placing and tournament wins in the Japanese format, and also only a couple times in the English format I've done very, very well, because at the time, to me, it was like a joke to me, because it was basically you played Sword Art Online or you were going to lose the event, basically. And then back then, too, the tournaments were really crazy because there was really no meta, and then like there was a lot of random new players just like, screw it, +2 soul, oh yay, went through. And you know, you deal with a lot of that stuff early on at these English events, so it's kind of nerve-wracking, I guess, because you have to just sometimes eat like 9 damage in one turn for no reason other than unlucky. But yeah, besides that, hopefully going forward I'll have a lot of cool tournament reports for you guys going to the second part of the season, and we're working on getting more people to start doing video and written content for the channel, so hopefully that gets updated soon and you guys get to enjoy all the great content. Other than that, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Later. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy our channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as it does help our channel grow, or you can reach out to us at any of the following social media links below. See you guys in the next video.